Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be showing you how to make 500k every day on EAFC. Remember, guys, if you are new around here, to subscribe. We're giving away 9 sets of FIFA points to 9 lucky winners. All you've got to do is subscribe and send me proof over on Instagram. And as usual, guys, if you do want some coins in a quicker way, well, so if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description and let's get into it. Now, first of all, guys, of course, what we do every single day is check your preview pack, because I've actually had quite a few better ones this year than before. I've already had a Donnarumma. My first one that I had on the game was an inform as well. So you do get some potentially good rewards for them. As you can see, we've not been fortunate today, but we've landed a Hunter in the pack. So if we have a look here, we're looking at around 5k for the Hunter. So we obviously cop that, because with the sale of the Hunter, which we've just listed up there, and technically the sale of all these, we're pretty much at break even for the pack. And what it does mean is you get the opportunity to open another one. So it's a good idea if you're within a K of the value of a pack to open it, so you get the next one, because you get to see whatever that next one is. You don't have to open it. Who have we got? Ruben Neves. I didn't know he went there. So we start off, of course, on the higher end trading by going over to special cards, and that's going to start with Gold Team of the Week. Now, if we go to Serie A, you've actually got a ton of cards at the minute. So first of all, you can use an Inter Milan filter where we've got Martinez and Mkhitaryan. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of a difference between the price and them. They're not exactly at the same mark. However, they are very close. So if you go to around 30,000 coins, you should be able to pick yourself a Mkhitaryan up. And I think you're looking at about 40 for Martinez. So not hugely over, but it is going to be a little bit more. We see a few more have just popped up here. So let's see how low it actually goes. It looks like 22. Okay, so 23, maybe 24 would be kind of the base price for this guy. Let's have a look. 24 seems about right. So EA tax on that is going to be 1,200 coins, which means at 22, we're making 800 coins per card. So that's actually quite good. We saw some 22s there as we were looking for the price. So you can see they're definitely coming up, and that's going to get you just under a K profit per card. So in theory, you get 100 of these and you've made 100k pretty easily. And that's, you know, on the base level. You'll also get, of course, other snipes, and you can see the minimum is 10k. So you might be able to make even more. Now, of course, what you may have noticed while we were having a look there is, of course, you've got Martinez as an Argentinian striker, and you've also got Dybala. Now, these guys have a little bit of a difference in the price. There is a bit more in it, but it's still a filter that you'll be able to use. So if we pop this on to about 32, maybe the sort of 40 mark where we thought Martinez was, okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, he's sort of the 60k mark. Let's have a look. How cheaply can we actually grab one? So we're probably looking at 53, 54. Bang on. So 54 for the sell on is a reasonable ask. EA tax on this one is going to be about 2.5k, a little bit more than that. So we're going to knock it down by, I'd say actually 51 is probably maybe pushing it a little bit. You might want to go a little bit lower than that, but you can get a 49 on 51. So maybe we should go to 50 just in case. It means that after EA tax, we're making about 1.5k, or a little bit under that, it'd be like 1.2. So it's still a decent profit. You're still in a good position there. 51 was too high. That was poor maths from me. So we're going to give it a go at a little bit of compare pricing. We did see, oh, surely we got that. Come on, I swear to God, I clicked the buttons. That is gutting. For this next one, we've got the likes of Di Lorenzo, and you're also going to have, I think it's Bonucci, who's got a special card. So you've got Bonucci's centre back. So for this next one, we've got the likes of Bonucci and, of course, Di Lorenzo on this one. So you've got a special card and then a gold rare. Now, you're obviously going to get Di Lorenzo coming up a little bit more because he is the cheaper of the two, but it's a nice filter to include them both, and you will find that Bonucci has quite a lot of snipes where people are putting them down too low, so you'll be able to get a decent profit. Now, you're looking at about 17k for Di Lorenzo, pretty much on the mark. EA tax on that is going to be just under 1,000 coins. It's not far off, so you probably want to go to around 15k to be making a good profit. You can maybe go for sort of 15.5 and you'll be looking at like a 600-700 coin profit, which is good, but of course when you're above that 10k mark, it's always best to try and get near the k mark for the profit. I like to try and match the profit up as a minimum to the EA tax, so that you are making as much as EA are offering to trade, but sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult, and obviously the bigger EA tax gets, the less likely it is that you can sort of match it. And 10, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did see 115k, but unfortunately we missed it, and someone came in the room at the same time, so pointless footage. And the next filter here, we got special midfielder in Germany. So you're going to grab these at about 16k, where you've got Ricken and Hoof, and then you've got Goetze a little bit more at that kind of 20k mark. So you can make a decent bit of coinage. You've got 3 different types of specials on this one, which is nice, and you've also got 3 different players who are very similar in value, which just puts you in a good position, because it means that there's sort of 3 times the chance of you getting a good snipe. I think as far as I'm concerned with the filter, it's definitely a banger, and it's definitely one that you probably want to do compare price on, because you've got the free cards. You're probably more likely to do well on compare price than you usually would, so it's a good I can't believe we missed that twice and still got the snipe. That is brilliant. And if you like this shirt or any of the other football shirts I've been wearing recently, go check out Best Football Kits in the description and get 12% off with my... Now, of course, if you go over to La Liga, there's quite a lot of filters that you can do with the centre mids there. We've got the likes of Bellingham, Cruz, and Modric all into the same team. If you pop on special, Real Madrid and midfielder, you're looking at a very, very easy filter. But we've had a look at that before. What we're actually going to have a look at now in terms of the midfielders is Kante. So we're going to go over to the Saudi League, and I do believe that by popping on Playstars Plus and French, you should narrow it down. So we've got Kante, Maximin, and then we've also got Kante's inform, and then you've got Benzema. So what we want to do is just check what St. Maximin's max is. So it looked like on Footbin that it was going to be 10k for the max of St. Maximin and about 15k for Kante, but it looks a little bit different. But what we are looking at, I think, is about 36 you get to price out Kante's normal card and Maximin, and then of course you're just looking at the inform and Benzema. So if we look at around the 49k mark, it looks like that seems like what he's going for. Obviously EA tax on Benzema there is going to be 2.5k, so you realistically want to snipe, I'd say, probably at 45. That's probably the best point to do it. Now, obviously, anything you get Kante inform wise is going to be a massive profit. He's going for about 90k at the moment, so he's 45k above, which means you'll literally be doubling your coins if you get one. I do think it's a good chance you can get one. It's just going to be about that luck when someone lists it or has a bit of a mare when they're trying to set the max. Maybe they'll pop it up for a max of 400k and accidentally boost 40. But you can definitely get both of them on the filter. So it's just about that lucky snipe and being there at the right time. Now, going back to the Serie A, we have another option, of course. If you go over to Roma and then do special, you're going to be left with the likes of Lukaku. You've also got Dybala. You've also got Awar. So that's a nice filter with all of those guys on it. Lukaku and Awar is going to be the ones that are really going to connect. They're not really going to see many Dybalas unless someone has a massive blunder. Now, what I have just realized is we do have a filter which we can add to. So if you pop in special instead of inform on the Argentinian striker in Serie A, you've got Milito and Martinez right next to each other. And then, of course, Dybala can come in as well. Now, of course, if you pop in heroes, you can go over to defender and you'll be looking at Cordoba and, of course, Lucio. Bit of a difference in the 2 prices, but they are both snipeable on the filter. And then equally, you can go over to forward and you're going to be looking at the likes of Brolin, Milito, you've got Viali, I think the new one, and obviously Di Natale's there. But now, if you are new around here and you have enjoyed the video or you use any of the filters, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys tomorrow.